Okay, I got all the clamp clean off. We're off the caliper, so now it's time to figure out how to put the caliper back on the bike. So this has some kind of a stupid brake clip thing here. Of course, I remember how it came apart, right? Yeah, sure. We'll figure it out. Can't be that hard. Harley figured it out. Okay, a couple 9 bolts. A couple different ones of those to choose from. There's our brake pads. I think these are still good enough to use for a while. They still got a few thousand miles left in them. Okay, so these here are wear tabs, so the pads don't eat up the aluminum. And then this here is a spring that keeps these in place, I guess, and also keeps the pads from rattling, because they might make noise if they rattle. And these are OE pads because they have the spring plate on the back for until they rattle again. Aftermarket ones don't have that junk on them. In my bikes, I take all that crap off. I let them rattle all they want. But you do need to keep the wear pads in there. Those will be a problem. So that one's still in there, so I'm assuming this goes in the same way, which means it goes this way. So I need to figure out how the hell all this goes. It goes like that. Okay, they go in there like that. So you get your 2 wear clips in there, and the pads are where they belong. Now, somehow this goes in there and holds things. I don't remember how it came out. I could go watch the video again. I did that before. I got some comments about me watching my own videos. But, oh well. So, not sure what that's supposed to do. Seems to fit in like that. I don't know what it does though. I'm not sure how that's going to put pressure on anything to make it do anything. There's no way of going this way because it has nothing for the go inside of. This has to clip into something, and this is all solid, so it does not go that way. And if you flip it upside down, the shape is wrong to go in, so that doesn't work, so it has to go that way. Process of illumination. I think I put it in the wrong spot over there. I'm not really sure what that really does. Had a flashlight. I have absolutely no idea what that spring is supposed to do. It's not going to keep the pads from rattling. The clips are going to be held on with the bolts. So I think all it does is put pressure on the caliper to keep it from rattling. It probably hits right up here on this mark right here where you can see it in there maybe. I'm not sure if the camera can even see in there. See 2 wear marks right in here. One there, one there. So I can see that keeps this from bouncing up and down, I guess. I don't know what else it would do. And even that doesn't do anything. Yeah, spring ain't doing a damn thing in there. See the spring just rattling around in there. So it's not doing anything, so something's not right. If the spring is not rattling, or if the spring is rattling, it's obviously not doing anything except sitting there rattling, so that doesn't work. So put it in this direction somehow. There's nothing to hook on to. Nope. It's nothing to push against. Turn around this way. There's definitely nothing over on this side to work against. That's the way I had it, like that. That's what you can see, where the wear marks are actually be doing something that way, but if you flip it over this way like I put it in, the wear marks still hit there. Clears the piston, so the piston's free to go in and out, which it needs to be. But it doesn't do anything. I don't see it doing anything. That spring is doing absolutely nothing. Alright, time to go look at some books or something. If the spring isn't doing anything, it wouldn't be in there, so it has to do something. So you can see where I got it going in those big holes in there. So the spring just goes through those two big holes. But the little holes are where the pins go through, the mounting hardware. So there's the other one on the other side. The other one's down over here. So you can see how it goes in there. I just got that big spring going, the spring on that big hole right in there. So something is not correct. Alright, I'll go figure it out. I'll be back. Alright, we're back. So I looked in the parts book, I looked in the service book, and I watched the video. They all show up being the same way as this. But I don't see no spring tension or anything, so this does not make any sense to me what this is supposed to do. But, oh well, that's what they say to do it. That's what they're going to show. Harley would never be wrong about how their bike goes together, so we'll see. So we use a little bit of Tribodon fancy grease here. This is high temperature and very high lubricated too. So if these pins ever did get hot enough to melt the grease, which I doubt if it will, there will still be residue left over from the grease, the additives in the grease, to keep them lubricated. But they do make special brake grease that you're supposed to use, because regular grease just melts and falls off. But this is not regular grease. This is expensive ass grease. $360.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I have the Tri-X2. It's cheaper. It's only 180.
As you were saying that, I'm like, oh, maybe I should get some.
Until I give you the price?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't need that crap.
Yeah.
I really struggled to get this off. It goes right on there, see? That's why the pistons completely collapse back in the side of the bore. It's real easy to put back together.
Yeah.
See, there's no spring tension though, that's what I understand. Let's do a bigger one. You checking out my work over there?
Yeah.
Did I do it right?
Has to be.
There's no lake under the bike, so that's a good sign.
Exactly.
Okay. It's called a floating caliper because it floats. Which means it slides back and forth, see? That's floating caliper. It also means they rattle all over the place and make all kinds of noise and drag too, but that's not why they call it floating, see? It's a different reason. Okay. So we can either push it all the way in and then put the brake on it and shove it out, or we can leave it out and just make pressure. Alright, give me one pump down. Let it up. Let it sit. Again. Let it up. Again. Let it up. Again. Did it move?
Sounded like it.
Let it up. Push it. It's moving now, see. Let it up. Hit it again.
Okay.
Get a little brake now finally.
Not really, but
Put it up.
just keep going.
Yeah. Don't pump it so fast. Let it up. You gotta let the fluid drain back into the system.
Right.
If you just pump it, you just aerate the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're pumping fluid into the system back into here. That's what we're doing. Okay, hit it again. Okay, let it up. Okay, hit it. Starting to do something, not quite.
Yeah.
Again.
There we go.
Fucked up that time. Let go. Hit it again. Starting to work better now.
Yeah.
Let up. Hit it again. Appears to be up now. Let up. Hit it again. Let go. How's it feel now?
That's good.
Feel like it's working?
Yeah.
Amazing. We used about half a container of brake fluid there, didn't we?
Big old reservoir.
See that noise back there?
Where's that wire breaker?
This wire hanging down right here. We didn't need that, did we?
Apparently not.
Yeah, that's secondary. See, that goes to the fender light here that doesn't work. Now, did that used to be connected up in there, or now it's not, or what? We're going to fix it right now. We're going to shove it back in that piece of tape right there. Oh, no more rattle. Fixed. Hit it. Feel solid?
Yeah.
Feel like your bike?
Yeah.
Hit it again. Yeah, pretty strong. Okay, I think the brake is working. I bet you we used a lot of fluid though. Because that was a bunch of fluid that went down, I bet. That was like 12 pumps.
Yeah.
See, about half the fluid's gone. It's empty. Just about is. And no joke. How much fluid's gone. That was overfilled.
Really?
Yeah. That's a big piston. Has a lot of fluid in there. Those pads are way in there, so
Right.
yeah, it took a lot. And we'll overfill it. So when you put the pads back in here, when you put new pads in, it'll crunch this all, it'll come out the top if you're filling. That's enough fluid for now. See, it sucked the plastic in there, see? See, that's what it does, it sucks. Where'd the other one go? This time I'm not making a mess. I left a little bit more of an air gap this time. I left about 7/16 of an air gap instead of 5/16. 5/16 wasn't quite enough. So, there's your torque. About that much. How much torque was that?
Minimal.
Just enough there's something on there. Any more than that, just bends stuff, and it leaks even more. The more you tighten it, the more it leaks. All right, look out. I gotta feel the brake. You're just going around playing with it. I gotta work with it now. See, it releases evenly. Nice and smooth each time. No dragging. So it means the pads are returning like they're supposed to. Yeah, the whole thing flexes. What's up with that? Think maybe we should hook up the rest of it?
Right.
Maybe once this connected?
We might need that
Maybe.
at some point.
So you're not gonna buy some grease?
I'm about to hold on that one for a second.
You have to hold on to that? Have to wait until you really need it?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, there's how you do the brakes. Nice and quick.